God says, listen closely, beloved soul, and quiet every distraction around you for just a moment, because this message is not here to frighten you, rush you, or threaten you. It is here to awaken you. Archangel Michael and Jesus are not standing over you with anger, they are standing beside you with compassion, calling your name with urgency born from love. Not the kind of urgency that says you will lose something if you move too quickly, but the kind that says, do not miss what heaven is placing gently in your hands right now. This is not about fear. This is about timing. There are moments in life when eternity brushes against time, when heaven leans down and whispers into a human heart, and this is one of those moments. You are not here by accident. You did not stumble on this message randomly. Something within you paused, something within you felt a pull, and that pull is divine alignment. Jesus speaks with a voice that carries both peace and authority. Chosen one, slow down and listen. I am not asking you to stay out of fear. I am inviting you to remain because love is about to reveal something beautiful to you. Archangel Michael stands strong, not as a threat, but as a guardian of what is being released over your life. His presence is steady, powerful, protective. Together, they are not warning you of loss, they are protecting you from missing a blessing that has already been prepared in your name. Sometimes heaven moves softly, and if the heart is distracted, it can pass by unnoticed. That is why this moment feels urgent, not because something will be taken away, but because something is ready to be given. You have felt tired lately, haven't you? There have been quiet battles no one knows about, silent prayers whispered into the night, hopes you were afraid to say out loud because you did not want to be disappointed again. Yet through it all, you kept going. Even when your faith felt small, it was still there. Even when your strength felt thin, it did not disappear. Jesus has seen every hidden tear, every act of kindness you gave when no one thanked you, every time you chose patience over anger. None of it was wasted. And Archangel Michael has been standing guard over your journey, ensuring that what was meant for you would not be stolen, delayed beyond purpose, or redirected away from your destiny. This is why this moment matters. Not because you have seconds ticking away, but because your heart is ready. There is a window of alignment opening, a space where your faith, your preparation, and heaven's timing meet together. And when those three meet, miracles begin to unfold naturally. Doors that seemed distant begin to feel close. Conversations that once felt impossible begin to soften. Opportunities that once overlooked you begin to notice your name. It is not dramatic. It is not chaotic. It is quiet, powerful movement orchestrated from above. Jesus says, do not rush past this. Let these words settle in you. Not because you will lose him if you move on, he never abandons you, but because sometimes your breakthrough is hidden inside the pause. Sometimes clarity comes when you stop long enough to receive it. Archangel Michael's presence is a reminder that protection surrounds you, that even when you felt vulnerable, you were covered. And now, something new is forming around you. A shift in perspective. A release of old heaviness. A renewal of confidence that you thought had faded. Chosen one, this is not about pressure. It is about promise. You are not being threatened with absence, you are being invited into awareness. The love of Jesus does not disappear when you blink. The protection of heaven does not vanish when you hesitate. But there are divine invitations that require attention. This is one of them. Something is about to grow in your life, peace where anxiety used to live, direction where confusion once lingered, favor where delay seemed constant. And all heaven asks is that you remain open. Feel your breathing slow for a moment. Let your heart soften. You are deeply known. You are intentionally loved. You are carefully guided. What is unfolding for you is not fragile, and it is not dependent on fear. It is rooted in grace. And grace does not rush, it flows. You are stepping into a season where what once felt uncertain begins to stabilize, where what once felt distant begins to approach you. The things you have been praying for are not forgotten, they are forming. Archangel Michael stands steady, ensuring alignment. Jesus stands near, offering reassurance. And together their message is simple yet powerful. Stay present, stay open, stay believing. Not because you will lose them if you look away, but because something meaningful is happening right now in your spirit. This is not a countdown. This is an invitation. This is not pressure. This is preparation. Your life is not small. Your journey is not random. And this moment is not empty. Receive it calmly. Let it anchor you. Let it remind you that heaven moves with intention, and you are part of that intention. If these words resonate with your spirit, pause and breathe in gratitude. Whisper "Amen" in your heart, not as a requirement, but as a response. And carry this truth with you today: you are chosen, you are guided, and you are walking into something beautiful that has been prepared long before you arrived here. Now remain here a little longer, chosen one, because what is unfolding is not surface level, it is deep, layered, intentional. The moment you chose not to rush away, something within your spirit aligned with something greater than your understanding. Jesus sees that quiet decision, that subtle willingness to stay present, and he smiles with a tenderness that carries both mercy and power. Archangel Michael stands firm beside you, not as a figure of intensity, but as a guardian of transition, because you are stepping from one spiritual atmosphere into another. What felt heavy is beginning to loosen. What felt delayed is beginning to organize itself behind the scenes. There are movements happening around your life that you cannot yet see, conversations shifting, opportunities repositioning, hearts softening in your favor. This is how heaven often works. Not loudly, not chaotically, but with steady precision that cannot fail. You have wondered before if your prayers were heard the way you hoped. You have questioned in quiet moments whether your faith was enough, whether your waiting had meaning, whether your endurance would ever produce something visible. But Jesus is speaking gently now: nothing you carried was wasted. Nothing you endured was ignored. Every moment shaped you for what is about to unfold. And Archangel Michael affirms this with strength, standing watch over the doors that are beginning to open. These doors are not random chances, they are responses. They are answers to whispers you barely remember praying. They are alignments that were set in motion long before you felt ready. There is a shift in your inner world first. Before the visible miracle appears, peace begins to anchor you. Before the opportunity arrives, confidence begins to return. Before the breakthrough manifests, clarity begins to rise inside you. That is not coincidence. That is preparation. Heaven does not drop blessings into unsteady hands, it strengthens the heart first. And right now, your heart is being steadied. The doubts that once echoed loudly are becoming quieter. The fear that once felt constant is losing its grip. You are not forcing this change, it is flowing into you because you are aligned with it. Archangel Michael's presence represents protection over this next season. There are things that will not touch you, delays that will not repeat, patterns that will not return. Not because you fought harder, but because heaven has marked a boundary around your growth. Jesus' voice carries reassurance: you are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where grace intended you to be. And as those words settle, something begins to lift off your shoulders. The weight of comparison fades. The pressure to prove yourself softens. You begin to realize that what is meant for you does not require panic, it requires trust. Pay attention to how your spirit feels right now. There is calm where there once was urgency. There is expectation where there once was frustration. That is the sign of transition. You are crossing from striving into receiving. From questioning into understanding. From waiting into witnessing. The next chapter of your life will not look like the last one. The lessons remain, but the struggle does not. The strength remains, but the heaviness does not. And when the visible change appears, it will feel natural, almost as if it had always been meant to happen this way. Stay with this awareness. Let it deepen. Because this is not just about a single blessing, it is about a season reshaping itself around you. Jesus is guiding your steps with intention. Archangel Michael is ensuring that what has been aligned remains protected. And you, chosen one, are moving forward. Not with noise, not with fear, but with quiet, undeniable certainty that something beautiful is already beginning to unfold. And now, chosen one, as you stand in this quiet awareness, you begin to sense that this is not just a passing encouragement but the threshold of something lasting. Jesus is not speaking to excite you for a moment, he is anchoring you for a season. Archangel Michael is not guarding you for a day, he is positioned over a destiny that is unfolding step by step with precision. What began as a whisper in your spirit is becoming a steady conviction. Your life is moving into alignment. The confusion that once clouded your direction is dissolving, and in its place comes a calm clarity that feels unfamiliar yet deeply right. You are no longer chasing what is meant for you. What is meant for you is recognizing you. There will be signs, subtle at first. A conversation that shifts your perspective. An opportunity that arrives without strain. A door that opens in a way that feels natural rather than forced. When these things begin to happen, remember this moment. Remember that before the visible shift came, the inner shift happened first. Jesus prepared your heart before he revealed the path. Archangel Michael secured the ground before you stepped forward. Nothing about what is coming will be chaotic, it will be steady, intentional, undeniable. And when it unfolds, you will not feel overwhelmed, you will feel ready. The people around you may not understand how your confidence grew so quietly. They may not see the invisible strengthening that took place within you. But you will know. You will know that something settled inside you during this season, something that cannot be shaken by opinions, delays, or temporary setbacks. Because when heaven aligns with a willing heart, the result is transformation that lasts. This is not about proving anyone wrong. This is not about sudden applause. This is about becoming fully grounded in who you were always meant to be. Jesus says, walk forward with peace. Not rushed, not pressured, not anxious. Peace is your new pace. Archangel Michael's presence reminds you that protection surrounds your steps, that what is being built in your life is guarded from unnecessary interference. You are stepping into a rhythm where grace leads and effort follows, where clarity replaces confusion, where purpose feels tangible rather than distant. This is the beginning of a chapter that will not feel forced. It will feel earned through patience, shaped by faith, and sealed by divine timing. Lift your head now, not in pride, but in assurance. You are not abandoned. You were never overlooked. You are seen, supported, and guided. The season ahead will carry growth, restoration, and opportunities that match the strength you developed in silence. When you look back, you will realize that this was the turning point, not dramatic, not loud, but deeply real. This was where you stopped doubting and started trusting. This was where you stopped striving and started receiving. Take one slow breath and let gratitude rise within you. Not because everything has already appeared, but because you know it is unfolding. If this message resonates with your spirit, let your heart respond with a quiet Amen. Stay connected, stay present, and continue forward with courage. What is ahead of you is not random, it is aligned. And you are ready for it. And now, chosen one, this is where everything settles into certainty. You have felt the stirring, you have sensed the alignment, you have allowed your heart to soften and receive, and that is why this next phase will not feel distant or unreachable. Jesus is not preparing you for something fragile, he is anchoring you in something lasting. Archangel. Sudden applause. This is about becoming fully grounded in who you were always meant to be. Jesus says, walk forward with peace. Not rushed, not pressured, not anxious. Peace is your new pace. Archangel Michael's presence reminds you that protection surrounds your steps, that what is being built in your life is guarded from unnecessary interference. You are stepping into a rhythm where grace leads and effort follows, where clarity replaces confusion, where purpose feels tangible rather than distant. This is the beginning of a chapter that will not feel forced. It will feel earned through patience, shaped by faith, and sealed by divine timing. Lift your head now, not in pride, but in assurance. You are not abandoned. You were never overlooked. You are seen, supported, and guided. The season ahead will carry growth, restoration, and opportunities that match the strength you developed in silence. When you look back, you will realize that this was the turning point, not dramatic, not loud, but deeply real. This was where you stopped doubting and started trusting. This was where you stopped striving and started receiving. Take one slow breath and let gratitude rise within you. Not because everything has already appeared, but because you know it is unfolding. If this message resonates with your spirit, let your heart respond with a quiet Amen. Stay connected, stay present, and continue forward with courage. What is ahead of you is not random, it is aligned. And you are ready for it. And now, chosen one, this is where everything settles into certainty. You have felt the stirring, you have sensed the alignment, you have allowed your heart to soften and receive, and that is why this next phase will not feel distant or unreachable. Jesus is not preparing you for something fragile, He is anchoring you in something lasting. Archangel. Standing at the edge of uncertainty, you are standing at the entrance of fulfillment. The foundation beneath you is steady. The path before you is forming. And your heart is ready to carry what is coming. So here is your moment of response. Do not let this simply pass as words. Let it become agreement. If your spirit feels aligned with this message, type, "I receive this season," in the comments as a declaration of faith and readiness. Not out of obligation, but out of conviction. Let your voice join the movement of belief. Like this video so that someone else who is quietly waiting for reassurance can encounter the same encouragement you just received. Subscribe and stay connected, because this is not the end of the journey, it is the beginning of a deeper alignment, a clearer path, a stronger faith. And as you move forward from here, remember this truth. You are guided, you are protected, and you are stepping into something beautiful that was prepared for you long before you recognized it.